because I know you. But it's not that I don't like that you were living with me. I'm not intending to say that either.
Mm-hmm.
I wanna be with you. If you say I wanna have my own place, yes, it's important that you have your own place because that's your individuality. You want to have your own time, and I'm okay with that. Now you gotta get that in United States people make a lot more money, but everything is more expensive. Yeah. You get it?
Yeah.
So you're not gonna be paying the same amount of money for rent in Mexico to what you're paying in United States. You can even get an apartment here, for $50 a month. You believe that?
Mm-hmm.
$50. I mean, what the heck? So you gotta understand that part. I pay $200, mija, for a whole freaking house. So the same thing goes with everything. A lot of things are the same. You don't have to pay all that much money in Mexico than what you pay in United States. Now, the cool part in Mexico is that if you're clever, you can even make more money than what people make in United States. I'm one of them. You saw me. I have shared to you the times when I go to Cabo in only 1 week, I make $2,500. So sometimes a patient comes and I make myself $300. It's more money than what you make, don't you?
Yeah.
So if you're clever, you can make more money than being in United States. That's a cool part. But also what I have learned is that in Mexico, in order for you to make good money,
Mm-hmm.
is having a business. No, pinche vieja Benny, she makes good money because she has a business.
Yeah.
And all the people that have a business, they make good money. And with the money that you have and the money that I have, we can join together and we're able to put a business if that's the case.
Yeah.
And we will have to think what kind of business. So, to me, I'll say no worry. There are a lot of ways to make money. So, we'll see. The only thing that I can tell you is that no worry, you're going to be okay. I told this to a person, I told her, the only thing that I'm okay with is that I'm not worried. I know I'm going to be okay. And then the person said, what if you get sick and then you die? It was like, so? If I die, I'm going to be okay. You get me?
Yeah.
So no matter what, we're always going to be okay, no matter what. Even myself that I went to jail, I was okay in jail. It's not like they were torturing me. I was tied and I wasn't. I was okay. And that's the reason why so many people don't want to get out, because they're okay right there. They don't have to worry about stupid society, pay rent, pay bills, and work and stuff. So no matter what people come and say, we're gonna be okay. I was telling your Tito this Sunday that one of the studies show that Mexico is one of the happiest countries in the world. One of them. More than in the United States. And he didn't understand at the beginning. Was like, what? I was like, yes, Dad. In the United States, people are like robots. They get up, they go to work, they pay rent, they pay their bills, they get a new car, they pay the bills, and they get insurance. They have to pay for plate. They have to pay for maintenance, entertainment, a lot of stupid things that they buy, and they are not able to see their family. Sometimes they get together, sometimes they don't. And if you were to make a carne asada, the neighbor is calling the cops because you're putting the music too loud. And so I gave him a lot of examples that people live in the United States. And then I told him, and in Mexico, Dad, what the fuck? People are fucking crazy. Their weddings are 500 people at least. 2 bands, mariachi. Are you there?
Yeah.
And that is the way that. Let's go a little behind, a little before, when the groom asks for the bride's hand. That's another pinche party. And then when the wedding day, on the next day, they do something that is called recalentado. That means all the closest family, godparents and stuff come, and they start drinking and eating again. And then here in Mexico, I don't know if you have seen, but if not, you will, that they do parties with their saints. The little statue, they move it from house to house with music, band, and then they give food to people, or tamales. And then we have fairs. And in fairs, it's not like in the United States. You go to the fair, there's the fair wheel, there are the carousel, and that's it. No. In Mexico, there are a lot more than that. It's music. It's food. All the people here make mole, so people from outside this town come in and eat. And not just that, they put money to go for them. And they drink, they have music, and they have crazy. Next week, there's going to be a carnival. So there's going to be people dancing with their disguise, with their costumes, and that's music. And you go to the park, and a lot of sellers selling chalupas, selling elotes, selling esquites, selling this, selling that, and people are happy. Every weekend when people go to the church, or it doesn't matter, they go to the park, and they start eating a lot of junk food. People are pinchy happy here, happier. Everything is a pinchy party. Even go to the swap meet, it's like a party. Because people get to go to buy their veggies, but at the same time, they eat their semita, they eat their whatever food they sell that they don't find regularly on a regular basis. So, and I was naming him so many, and then he started naming other things. I was like, yeah, it's true that. Also, when people graduate from schools, even from kindergarten or elementary, they make parties. And they have a godfather for them. And they look for clothes and presents and all that shit. It's crazy. Not counting so many other things. I'm not talking about the quinceañeras. I'm not talking about first communion. I'm not talking about baptizing. I'm not talking about so many shit. People are always fucking parties. There's not a weekend here in Acajete when you don't hear the loud music somewhere around. And nobody fucking cares. Nobody called the cops. We're used to that shit. Some people even close the street because they don't have a place to make their party. So they close the street so people can have their chairs and tables on the street. They shut the fucking streets, and they have music, and you can even go without being invited. They don't care. It's not like they're gonna kick you out. They might go like, what the fuck? But they're not gonna kick you out, especially if you come with a gift. So that's the cool part. That's why Mexicans, they're okay. And I was telling my dad that one of the things that people don't worry about is because they have their own houses. The pinchy house that they have might be a little shady and whatever, but they don't pay rent. They don't pay mortgage. So that's another plus. So if you're clever enough, you're going to be able to have a house, a little house at the beginning while you start making more money so you can buy your land. A lot of things can happen, man. That's all, Your Honor.
Yeah. It's definitely possible. And I mean, after talking about it, it's like even more possible, you know? I think I'm gonna know once I go over there and once I start living there for a little bit. And then, like, once I start seeing more clearly what it is that I want, I think by then, I think I'm gonna know what I should do. Yeah.
Yeah. And just so you know, sweetie, I could have gotten back like so many people. I could have. But once I started realizing that I could make good money here, that I'm not stressed out, that there are here things that I enjoy a lot, then that's when I was like losing my interest to be in a country where I was working my ass off for years and only to have a brand new car, but that's it. In Mexico, they also have the bullshit to pay a house for 30 years. I think that's stupid, especially in Mexico. In Mexico, there's no rules that you cannot build anything unless you have a permit like United States. No. My dad says, hey, that little piece of land is yours. Build whatever the heck you want. And I can start doing it, even one room or two. And no one is going to come and check an inspection or whatever. I don't need a permit. All I can do is just do it. So that's the reason why I was like, what the heck? Why am I going to go to a country where I feel like a slave? Why would I do that?
Yeah.
And of course, it's a little irresponsible because I could have gone against the law and be there for my daughters, but also something told me, and the judge also told me, if you come back and we got you, you're going to go for 3.5 years to jail. And I was like, oh my gosh, what if I actually get back and the only fucking thing that I'm gonna get is go back to jail, and then what? My daughters are going to be suffering, looking at me all caged, and I have to be dealing with their mothers so they can bring them to me so I can see them and feel the fucking shit when they leave, and I feel so sad because they left crying or worried or oh fuck no, I don't want that shit for my family. So when you don't have the help from other people, it's really difficult, mija. And that's the reason why it was difficult for me, because I didn't have the help of other people. But when you have the support of someone, it's a lot easier. And you have my support. And it's a little bit, even a little bit like what your Tito told your tia Ari. And it's not going to be like that because we want to make money, we want to grow, we want to advance. But if that were the case, what do you worry about? Just flow. For now, let me tell you something. Take, if you want the whole month or at least 2 weeks, and just enjoy them. Actual vacation. Actually, don't think about money. Don't think about work. Don't think about what you're gonna do. Don't think about anything. This is my humongous suggestion that I'm going to request for you, from you, almost like an order. Do yourself that favor and give yourself that gift. We are not used to take vacations. We are not. But we can start. And that's what I suggest you. Please don't worry about anything for now. Only stay for another night in a place because it's so beautiful, the weather's magnificent, and we have chance, we have time, we can spend there walking on the beach or swimming or whatever. Well, let's do that. Let's just relax, at least for a couple of weeks. If not, the whole month. Take a month off. You know, some people take actually a year off. Well, I'm not asking for a year off, but at least 1 month. Come on. In your whole life, some people don't ever do that. So don't do that in your whole life. It's a gift for you. And look at, the universe is so kind to you. You're gonna get money from taxes, and you're gonna get a bonus. Yeah?
Yeah, I noticed that I was getting a lot of money.
Money follows you. Money is nice with you. Don't worry. Don't be overprotective with your baby talking about money. Because if you are overprotective, I'm gonna tell you what has happened to many kids, especially women. Parents are so overprotective. They go like, Dad, can I go to the park? No. Dad, can I go with my friend? No. Dad, can I? No. And they feel trapped. They are like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm in a fucking jail. I cannot even go to a place because my dad is, everything is no. You know what happens to those girls? And I have met many, I'm telling you, not few, many. With a first stupid idiot that comes and says nice things and then go like, especially if they say, oh, I'm sick and tired of my dad, he never lets me go somewhere, blah, blah, blah. And this pendejo comes and goes like the hero, hey, let's run away. Come live with me. Man, if I were in jail and there's a guy that says that he's gonna save me from that fucking crap, I would say yes, help me get out of here. So many girls run away. Well, it's the same thing with money. And people don't realize that. If you are too much too protective with your money, you're scared that it's going to run out, that it's going to blah, blah, blah. Money is like, hey, I got to be moving. I want to be free. I'll come back with more, but let me go. And of course, we got to be responsible. I'm not spending my money on stupid things, but I moved my money. If I didn't want to move my money, I would be like, well, yeah, I'm going to DJ, but you pay for the flight, and you pay for the hotel, and you pay for the food, and you. And when you're here, you're going to pay me, you're going to have me pay rent, you're going to have. That's the type of people that always are fucking afraid to lose their money. When money is like air, all you got to do is breathe, and that's it. If I want money, all I do is make phone calls, and people are like, oh yeah, I need this, I need that. Can you bring them? And I'm like, sure. And also, I also want a therapy since you called, and I'm like, okay. That's all it takes. So, observe that you're a blessed woman. You are. You have always been blessed. But you have no idea how blessed you are. Because you are not used to see and count your blessings. So don't let the bitch of life to show you what is to be grateful. And the way it does it is taking everything away from you. So you can go like, oh my God, I had this, I had it. I always took it for granted. Okay?
Yeah.
Trust in yourself, trust in your future self, trust in your soul, trust in money, trust in the universe. Whatever you want to trust, just be like, oh, fuck it. I'm like that. I was telling my dad like a month ago that I was like, Dad, you don't know, but I got a terrible flu, a horrible flu. And he was like, really? I was like, yes, Dad. And to be honest, I got a little scared. I didn't have strength to get up for a glass of water. I was extremely thirsty and I couldn't. And then I started thinking, what if I die right now? Nobody fucking knows. Nobody will know. And even if my daughter were to be worried, what would she do? She doesn't have the phone number of anyone, not even of my dad's. Then what? Oh well, so be it. It's time to go. It's time to go. Then what the fuck? I always told my daughters, don't worry about my body. My body is just a piece of material. Make a hole in the backyard and just put me there. That's it. You don't have to be paying for stupid cemetery shit. The only reason I'm sharing this to you is because you really need to stop worrying too much. Because you do, mija. You worry extremely too much for things that don't really matter, to be honest. Okay?
Yeah.
So what is your biggest concern about this conversation? Once we had this conversation, honestly.
What do you mean? Because it started like a while ago. And it just completely got all the way down here.
Well, what I try to mean, after this conversation, do you still have a really big concern that worries you?
I mean, you know, you and I already talked about money. I think another concern would have been to live alone